Happy New Year, guys. You're welcome to the channel. In this tutorial today, we are going to be using Brazilian wool. Buy any Brazilian wool of your choice. I've gone ahead into the cutting process. Then let's get right into the video. Alright, I've cut the Brazilian wool to my desired length. Then I've started parting the hair. Remember, I said buy Brazilian wool of your choice, cut it into the length of your choice and sizes of your choice. Okay, now I'm parting the hair and I'm making sure to have a clean part by the aid of edge control, please. Alright, I'm molding the hair now so it can be neat and sleeky. So right now I'm going to start as knotless braids. I'm going to cross our main hair once, then collect some amount of Brazilian wool. Collect any amount you feel like going in with, but I don't want the hair to be too thick, so she's giving me like 5 at once. Okay, then collect again. So I'm going to collect 5 in 4 places. That's 20 Brazilian wool for one strand of the braids we are making. So I'll collect 3 at the roots, 3 consecutively, not consecutively, this subsequently. Then I will braid to the tips where I will start braiding loose, but at that tip where her hair is finishing, I'm going to collect the 4th one before I start doing my loose braids. Why am I collecting the 4th one at the tips where I want to start my loose braid? Because I want that loose part to have that volume to appear bigger than the root. Okay, and by the way, the hair at the root also added to the thickness of the root, so that 4th one is substituting for what the hair is at the root. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do at the tips. I have this old braiding hair that I have, so I'm going to add it to the tips. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, brush the tips of this hair. It's optional, you can brush it from the beginning, like brush the tips of your Brazilian wool after cutting it. Okay, but I decided to brush it this way because I don't want her to be fighting with the Brazilian white struggling to give me for the braids. Okay, then she'll start giving me. Remember I told you I have this old braiding hair, so I'm going to add it to the tips. If you don't have old braiding hair, you have new one, use it, is fine, because at the end of the day I'm going to dip this inside hot water to make it silky before I go ahead and coil it. Okay, and if you have old one, use it just like I'm showing you here. We don't waste. Okay, so forget about all those ones you see coming out there. We are going to go ahead and trim them. Okay, we'll trim them off. So I'll braid the braiding hair so that I added at the tips, then tie it. Remember to add the amount, the sizes you want, depends on how long you want your curls to be. Okay, that's how you add it. Okay, this is what we're having now. Right, let's start again. I'll start with her hair. I'll cross once, I said. Then I'll collect 5 strands of Brazilian wool and add. Remember, I'm starting at knotless braids, and I told you that I'm adding 3 subsequently before I braid to where her hair stops, but that changes as we get into the middle part of her hair where her hair is thicker, because I did at the back the first time where her hair wasn't this thick. So where her hair is thicker, I collected twice and braided to the finishing of her main hair, that's her human hair. Then I'm going to add the third part at that point where I feel like the hair is finishing. Remember, not until it's totally finished. Where I feel like the hair has reduced greatly, I'm going to add the third one. Then when I've come to the finished part where the hair has totally finished, I will add the fourth one, braid twice or 3 times. Then I'll start braiding the Brazilian wool very, very loose. Okay, so after braiding it loose to the length, that's the tip where I feel like, or when you see that the Brazilian wool is beginning, some are beginning to get shorter, we are going to start adding the braiding hair. Remember, I said that you can use new braiding hair. I have old braiding hair, so instead of buying another braiding hair for this style, why not use that one? That's what I said to myself, and I didn't hide it. I would have dipped it inside hot water before bringing it here to use for you people, and it can be silky in your eye. But I want to show you that, okay, it's not bad to use old braiding hair. So I'm adding the old braiding hair right now, dip them inside hot water, then you see what I'm going to do at the end before you see that result you saw that made you to click on this video. Okay, right, you add your desired quantity, depends on how long you want the tips or the curls to be. Okay, remember one thing is that since you're adding braiding hair the tips, you're not going to cut the Brazilian wool to your desired length. You're going to cut it a bit shorter than what you want, because that braiding hair you're going to be adding at the tips is going to add to the length, so you will not be having length that you didn't plan for. Okay, this is what we are having right now. Okay, we are on the last one, and as usual I'm going to start with her hair crossed once. Then I'll start adding my 5 strands of Brazilian wool. I'll add first 4 times, just like I told you before. I don't think I need to explain again, just watch, then we'll continue from there. So this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and trim off those ones coming out from my braid that I told you I'm going to trim them off before. Then I'm going to dip those tips inside hot water to make them silky before coiling. This will give me a finished coil that will be so silky. Okay, all right, please excuse my bucket, it was dirty. All right, okay, I'm going to brush the silk braiding hair I just dipped inside hot water. Then I'm going to use the pattern of my coil. Okay, it's flat wrapping I'm doing. I'm not twisting it before wrapping around the rods. Okay, all right, you don't need to secure it with anything, just bend the rollers. That's what they are meant for. Okay, stop stressing yourself to secure the end of a bending roller with something else. Right, I'm losing the coils now after dipping them inside hot water, and this is what we have. This is so beautiful. Then this is what we have after losing everything. Then this is the finished look of the hair. Please tell me, how would you know that this is Brazilian wool? This is so beautiful. Like, it was beautiful. I mean, tell me why you shouldn't like this video right now. This video deserves your like. Please like this video, comment on how beautiful this hair is. By liking this video, you're telling YouTube that YouTube should bring to you content like this. Please like and comment, then subscribe if you haven't.